Snyder Family Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Golden Bears head coach, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is a team that can do it. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Get a big play like that last one. You flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Might as well give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Reed, going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Has to have it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it, even if you don't get it.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Jackson. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to run it to the right. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
How good has this defense been coming in? They've had a plan for this receiver. He's one of the fastest guys in all of college football, but just not been able to get loose or make anything big happen down the field. That time on a drag route, they're hoping he can just catch it and maybe use his speed to get to the outside, but a phenomenal job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Changing the routes with his receivers. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he can blink.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Gonna run it. It's Hill. He's not gonna get there, and it's gonna bring up a 4th down decision. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead is 6 in the first.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake. And then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Perry. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to establish the run. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Throwing Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
He's changing the play. Second down, going to throw it. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down.
Bender. Matt, go.
Here's Reed to throw. And he gets it away.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Punt is on its way. Trying to get started. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Golden Bears in the hurry up. Quarterback will keep it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And the offense will take that. Man, you just wanted this first down on 4th and short, but get the big gain now. Create some momentum, man. Now do you stay aggressive, keep the foot to the accelerator, and go try to get some big points.
Pulls it again on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Taylor wants to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, it's Hill. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Reed timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Perry.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. Stepping to the right. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Taylor wants to throw. Under pressure. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Quick give. It's Fields. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Reed. Look out.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Behind his big tight end. Timeout taken here. 2nd one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Wiley. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Caught. Shakes off the defender. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the Colorado Buffaloes.
And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit.
And it's the Wildcats able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Golden Bears. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. KState has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Here's Reed to throw. Rush right in his face. Zips it out to his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for room. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Rush is on. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Reed. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Shows him the stiff arm. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll give it to him again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Cal.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pull to the ground.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Wiley. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Kansas State pushing the pace. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Here's the give off the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
2nd down coming up. Reed can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
To the air, it's Reed. Unloads it downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to run, it's Hill. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tight end now in motion. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally, you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept, and I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Throwing Reed. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. They're all over him. Avoids the pressure and gets away. At the 35, he's open. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And wings it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cal!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Number 33, set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He's going for it all. Brings it in down the left side. Turns on the Jets. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the return, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this. Really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the play.
Breaks away on the left. The 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You know, it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. It's dropped after taking the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. Calls his own number. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
31, Kansas State, 19.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Push is ahead. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the 1st down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Kansas State quick to the line.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing...
There he goes to the left. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Number 43, set to kick off.
From deep, it's Thomas. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Thomas. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. DB's right up on the receivers. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
And what an inopportune moment to throw that INT. They're barely holding on to a lead here late in the game. And that's a situation, David, as a quarterback, where you've got to be so good with your decision-making and ball security. That mistake could really cost this team.
And this defense, that is just what they need. Man, you're down late in the football game, and now you get a chance to give your offense the football to go possibly take the lead in this game. Great job by this defense when they needed it the most.
Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Quarterback keeper fights off a defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here's Reed to throw. Turns it upfield. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Moving the pocket, it's Reed. Under pressure. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Reed. Look out. Got enough space. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
And how about the quarterback coming up big late in this ball game? You gotta have him. Nothing open, takes off, scrambles, does it himself, and makes the heads-up play to get out of bounds.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and no good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
39, Cal, 38. Number 43, sets a kickoff.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Out wide left, it's Thomas. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.